Burden is based on a true story. It's about a Klansman who opens up the redneck shop and KKK museum in a small southern town. Subsequently, he falls in love with a single mom, and slowly but surely she wrenches him out of the Klan. It's best defined sort of by a quote, which is, "No one ever turned an enemy into a friend through hate. Only love can turn an enemy into a friend."
For the three of you, what first struck you about the script or the character you'd be playing that made you interested in being a part of this?
It was a story I'd never read before. It was unique. I thought it was powerful. Like he said, it's really an intimate story dealing with love and redemption. Happens to be around the Klan in a very dark sort of environment of our culture and America and sort of all around the world. Forrest was signed on. I felt if he believed in this story, he's one of my favorite actors.
Jesus, thank God you signed on
I felt that if he believed in this and the story of redemption, because our characters have such a big tie within this, he plays a reverend that really takes a chance on changing and reforming this guy who was born into such dark beliefs, hatred and bigotry, and I felt if he felt there could be a change within this story or the impact that it has and the message of it, that's something I wanted to be a part of.
Well, obviously being in support of a topic that I think is necessary. The discussion of this was a relevant message that was intended for that reason, but it did represent a story of redemption. It did represent a story of that evolution that I think all of us have to go through at some point, understanding that the way that we're brought up, what we're taught, isn't necessarily who we are. And life's twists and turns, they begin to evolve. A person that is empathetic, understanding, and I felt that from a lot of the characters, but more than anyone's, Mike Burton's character. And I just wanted to be a part of something that I felt was disruptive. I wanted to be a part of something that I felt was life imitating art. This is a real story. And Robbie's, the tenacity to tell this story and make it a priority was another reason why I had to be a part of it.
And Forrest, how did you come to understand this character and
to understand,
I
guess
what he does?
When I was working on Reverend Kennedy, I first just started with the source. I knew what it was about this preacher who was hopefully going to bring some redemption or understanding to someone who he felt like had been lost, and in turn, find out his own flaws and see how strong he can stand by his faith. And I luckily had the opportunity, like a number of them, to meet the person. Could get a chance to talk to him, go see him, his family, watch him in his sermons, and listen to him. He described to me what being a protest minister was, and look at some of his sermons on tape, and just try to understand that. And understanding my relationship to the community, to the people in my congregation, and family. From him, I was able to get something, and then just trying to live in the truth of being in real scenes with really good actors, so that it resonates out in an honest way. If it's set up in a way like Andrew did, where we can play and feel like we can fail, because I think there was a lot of risks in some of the performances and characters people were doing, really going for it. I thought, everybody was going for it. So anyway, that's things I was trying to figure out.